Class is being recorded. Sorry, actually 30 minutes late. Okay. I was engaged in lighting up the candles, somewhat celebration of Deepavali. Okay. Sorry for the late. Okay. Today, in today's class, we will try to understand lambda expressions in Java. Okay. So this is VS Code, Visual Studio Code. First of all, I need to create a project here. Click on show run and commands, show and run commands, and then create a Java project here. Okay, click on no build tools, and then it goes for your computer drives. In which location you want to store. In my, I have only one drive, C drive here, VS Code, Java. This is the folder I have. You click here and then after place a name here. Name is what? Java lambda expression. Na? So lambda means capital lambda. So it opens, maximize this screen, click on the source, one default file will be here. You rename that. You here rename this app.java. Our today's class is lambda functions or lambda expression. So your class name, your file name is lambda expressions lambda.java. Okay. Now what happened? Your class name is equal to your file name is lambda.java. So your class must be lambda. You change this as lambda. Okay. Now come down. So topic, I want to comment here. Today's topic. This is lambda functions. Lambda function. Okay. So as I told you that lambda function is a anonymous function, means anonymous. As we have discussed in Python, it is anonymous. Anonymous function. Anonymous function means unnamed function. Okay. Unnamed function. Okay. Anonymous function means unnamed function. Okay. These we have studied in the previous Friday and Saturday classes in Python. Okay. And next details, somewhat more details we need here. Lambda function. What are the uses of the lambda function? It will be used for functional interfaces. Functional interface. It will use along with functional interface. Okay. It will use along with functional interface. What do you mean by functional interface? Interface has only one subtract method. Only one abstract method. Sorry, abstract method. Okay. If a class interface is what actually interface means, it is an abstract class. Okay. So abstraction will be achieved in two ways. One is that by abstract class, second one is interface. So interface is another way to get to achieve the abstraction. So interface is an abstract class. So that interface has the abstract methods. Okay. But abstract class has both the abstract and regular methods. But interface, it is an abstract class. It has abstract methods. So if interface class has only one abstract method, that is called your functional interface. Okay. Next. Next topic, we will need to understand somewhat theoretical concepts over this lambda expression. So as I told you that it will be used to provide functional interface. Okay. So it will be used with the functional interface. So that interface which has only one abstract method, that is called a functional interface. Okay. So next is what and one more use of this is it is used with collection of objects. Used with the collection of objects. Used with collection of objects means one more use, used with collection of objects. Okay. As I told you that these classes are very free classes, and I am a army retired, 30 years, who has kept 30 years service in the army and conducting the classes voluntarily every week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sharply at 8 p.m. Anybody can attend these classes. These are very free classes. Okay. If you are not able to understand the if you don't have any time to attend the classes, no, don't worry. These classes will be kept in the YouTube. You can get the classes from there. So use it with collection of objects. So what are the collection of objects? Like what your Arraylist. Some examples are what? Arraylist. Okay. Linked list. So these are these hold list collection of group of values, elements. Okay. Array list. So if it is an integer array list, it will hold integer values. Okay. So these lists hold the collection of integers, collection of strings. Okay. So a lambda function can be used along with the collection of objects. Okay. So next use, as I told you that it will be used along with the interfaces, that is what functional interface. If interface has only one abstract method, that is called the functional interface, and it is used with the collection of objects. Okay. Array list and linked list, etc. Okay. Whenever it is being used with the collection of object, then what it does, so it helps to iterate. It helps to iterate. Iterate means what? Iterate, filter, comma, extract of data. Extract of data from the lists. From lists. Okay. From list means from collection. Collection of list. Okay. So try to understand. So as I told you that if a list is there, list is holding integer values, a group of collection of values. So lambda function will be used to iterate. Iterate means it goes through every value element of that list and gives a printout. So it will be used to filter. Filter means suppose if a list is having some numbers, integers, and both the even and odd numbers. So it will be used to filter either the odd numbers. So if filters the odd numbers, so that list, a new list will be created with the even numbers. So if it filters only even numbers, so new list will be created with the odd numbers. So extract of data. Extract means it will get the data from the collections. Collection like linked list, Arraylist. Okay. Next is what? Syntax. What is the syntax of this? Try to understand. That is very important. Syntax. 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 How to write the syntax? First of all, as we have studied in previous classes, Friday, Saturday in Python. So its syntax, first of all, an argument. So here also in Java, arguments. Okay. So it holds some arguments. Okay. Argument list. Okay. Next. So that argument list may be one argument, two arguments, means parameters, values. So one otherwise maybe no any argument. Okay, zero parameter. Okay. And then one token. Token is called what? Token. This is called token. Token, small element. That small element. Okay. Token, in the previous classes, I have explained that tokens are what? The small elements will support in programming. This is forward slash, star, okay, comma, brace, bracket, semicolon, colon, dot. These small elements, they are called tokens. So in the previous classes, I explained how many types of tokens. Now, list separators. Separators means this type of colon, semicolon, they are separators. And identifiers. Identifiers means variable names. All the variable names are comes under tokens. And that values, literals. So string value, float value, integer, the values assigned for the variables. They come under tokens. Okay. And operators. Operators, all that operator, plus symbol, minus, division, slash, this forward slash. Forward slash will be used for division. Okay, in Java. So that operators, they all will come under your tokens. So then after this token, okay, next two flower braces. Within this, we need to define the body. Body means what? Body means we need to write some expressions here. Okay, within this body. This is the syntax. Syntax of lambda function, lambda expression. Now come down. So first of all, as I told you, it has three components. First is what? Three components. One is that argument list. Second one is that this token. Okay. Token connects the list with the body. And third is what? Body. Body, within this body means statements will be in flower braces. Okay. This is the. So lambda expression has three elements. One is that argument, list of argument, maybe zero argument. There's no any argument. One argument, two arguments. So one token, this arrow mark, and within the flower braces, we need to write the expressions. So that is called body. Okay. So next, come down. So first of all, syntax no parameter syntax. So how many types of lambda expression? No parameter, one parameter, two parameter. First of all, no parameter. No parameter means only brackets. Okay. So within this, no any argument is there. Then token. Okay. After that, body in the flower braces. So within the flower braces, if I pass any value or not, okay. So this is no parameter because no argument is here within the body. If you write, okay, it depend upon you. So this is no parameter. So only one parameter. One parameter means what? Suppose A. So one parameter I have assigned. After that, okay. After that, body, within the body. So body, you need to provide the body here. So this is one parameter. Within this, you need to provide the body means any expression. Okay. In further, we will try to understand. This is called one parameter, lambda expression. Next, two parameter. So two parameter within the bracket, suppose A comma B. I have provided two arguments. Then after token, token means aroma. Okay, now body. Okay, two parameters. So like this, lambda expressions will be one parameter, zero parameter, two parameter like that. So now after that, okay. So here I told you that interface. So first of all, understanding of lambda function, you need to understand one is that interface. That is very important. Interconnected class. Okay, with the lambda expression, lambda function, we need to understand the interface class. So that class to be otherwise, if interface class will not be conducted, you will not be able to understand what is interface because I have referred interface keyword here. So I will explain that. Okay. Next is what I told you that these will be used. Another use is it will be used with the collection of objects, collection of array. So you need to understand that array list also. I will explain all the things one by one. How to these lambda expression will be used along with array list. Okay. Next is what one more thing is that if lambda expression it returns, suppose it is needed to returns a value, so there we need to use return statement. Okay, one more topic of this is what, suppose if you give your lambda expression, if lambda expression or equation, okay, it is expecting if lambda expression needs to return a value, okay. So return statement to be used, return type keyword, return statement to be used. So these are somewhat theoretical topics, and then we will do the practicals. Okay, that is one. Okay, important. So now do somewhat practicals. Okay, we have studied a little bit. We try to understand what is lambda function and what are the uses and what is the syntax. Okay, then now do little bit of practicals here. Okay, first of all, this collection of lambda expression will be used with the collection of objects. Example array list. So I will explain what is array list. See, first of all, what happened? You come down here within this. Okay, if array is what I'm going to explain. Suppose int array name is equal array symbol always. This is called square brackets. Array will be represented in square bracket. After that, array name. Suppose number is a array name is equal to you in flower braces. We need to pass the because it is integer type of array. Int means integer type of array. Array holds many values. For a single variable, number is a variable, no? So it holds many integer values, only integer values. But in Python, what happens? Suppose this is the idea of Python. So in Python, what happens? List will be created. So list is equal to what? List is a name of in Python. List is a it holds different values. Always list will be declared in double single, that is square brackets. Now list holds in Python this is a integer value, comma, and one float value. It will hold different type of values in Python. 10.5 float, and then one complex number 4j. 4j is a complex number. True is in Python. True is a Boolean value. This is complex value. Okay, integer and string. One string can be. So Python string is what? A sequence of characters. So this is a list in Python, not in Java. Okay, that's why it is giving error. So always list will be declared in square brackets, but list, it is a variable of the list. List will be declared in square brackets. So that list holds different values. One integer is there, float is there, complex number, true. Okay. So I am commenting here. Okay. Okay. This is Python list. Commenting what? Python list, not in Python list. So it is in Python, not in Java. So in the same way in Java, so array is equal to list. So here list holds different values, but here if you declare integer type, you need to pass only integer values here. Only integers, not float, not any, okay, 8, 9, some word values, because it is what? It is integer type of data type array. Okay, so termination with this column. That's why it is giving error. Okay. Now what happened? What is that? No issue. Okay. Next is what? Now next come to that. So now we need to understand how this lambda function used with collection of objects. Collection is what? Array list. So here it is an array. It is called what? Array. Array in where? In Java. So array holds same data type. Okay, if it is integer data type, it holds integer. Suppose it is a string type, you need to fill all the string values here. If it is a float type of array, you need to fill all float values. But what about array list? Array list holds how to create the array list. So first of syntax is what? Array list. This is called array list. And then okay, you need to say, as we are stating here, it is integer type of array. So we need to say this is also integer. Suppose if it is integer type of, so you need to explain here, it is integer type of data in between this symbols, these two symbols. Okay. So integer, I will explain integer. This is the syntax to declare array list. And then name of array list. You need to take a name of, suppose numbers. So next is what? New keyword you need to use. Then again array list. Okay, after new keyword, again array list. Again array list. Then after this, that is what? 2 marks. Again, you need to say this is integer type of array list. Then after this, you need to put the parenthesis here, parenthesis in brackets, then terminate with the semicolon. So now what happened? You have created array list name is nom number, whatever. If you are feeling some word, you can change num. Okay, if you want variable, okay. So otherwise, x simply you keep. Okay, so as whatever. So num is a variable. So why it is giving error? Because integer, but you have one R extra. No, so this is okay, integer. So this is the array list. Okay. Okay, no. Now array list created. So this is what array holds. If it is integer type of array, it holds integer type of values. So array list created. Okay. Next one. Now this array list to be added with some numbers. Here directly I have filled the integer values. But in array list, if I want to add, I can add with the add method. How? num dot add method. Okay, add. Okay, in bracket, pass the values, integer values. Suppose 5. So one value. Next, suppose one more. Num dot add. Here 6. Okay, one more value added with the array list. So in this manner, you can add number of values 7. Okay, now come down. So try to understand. 3 values I have added for this array list. Okay. So now, how Lambda function will be used with the collection of objects means array list. So as I told you that this is the array holds the values of if it is integer type. So once array list values can't be added and removed. I have studied in array, but nothing will be happened if I remove anything here. Okay. So if I want to add one more thing, so I can add one more, I can add. But in array list, we can add the values and remove the values. Okay, it is one type of resizable array. It is called what? Resizable array. Resizable array. Okay. The size can be increased or decreased. So once it is here, what happened? This is the array list. So it is a class. Once whenever you want to create the array list, first of all, you need to import a class which is from java dot util dot array list. Okay, you need to import a class. Okay, that class array list, it is part of utility package. It is part of what? Utility package. And utility package is part of Java main package. Utility is a sub package. Within that, a class is there. Array list is a class. So if you want to create array list, that's why it was giving error. Okay, if you put it a comment, okay, if you have put it comment, so it will give error. Because why it is giving error? Because once you want to create the array list, first of all, you need to import the array list class that is part of your utility package. That's why it is giving error. Okay, error is what? Array list can't be resolved to a type. So until unless you will not import array list class. Okay, now come down. So within 10 minutes, we need to finish this. Okay, now your array list is created. So what is this? This is, I told you that array list. It is resizable array. I have used the new keyword to create the object for this array list. Num is an object. So what is this integer? So it is called wrapper class. Here it is called what? Wrapper class. So what is wrapper class? Try to understand. Wrapper class. So many terms we need to understand, because whenever we are writing the code, no, that moment many words you will get, you need to explain all the things. Okay, here this is in the wrapper class. So wrapper class word means normally what a wrapper class supports helps to use primitive data type to create the objects, to create the objects. Okay, means what, wrapper class normally primitive data type can't be used to create the objects. What are the primitive data type? Integer, float, boolean, char. Okay, these are the primitive data, but string can be used as a object, but primitive data type can't be used as an object. Primitive data type can't be used as an object. Can't be used as an object. What? Primitive data type. So wrapper class helps to use primitive data type as an object. Okay, wrapper class helps to use primitive data type as a object. So why? Because primitive data type can't be used as object. Primitive data type can't be used as an object. So wrapper class helps to use the primitive data type as an object. Okay. So here string is a non-primitive data type. String is what? String is non-primitive data type. So because non-primitive data type. So string can be non-primitive data type. So string is non-primitive data type. So string can be used as an object. Okay. Why? Because try to understand. I will explain here. Suppose I have declared a string here. String name is equal, suppose the school name, double quotation marks. String always in Java declared in double quotation. Its college name is KISS. Okay. Now after that you terminate with the colon. Now you keep all these letters in small letters. So now string, I told you that this name is a variable which holds the string type of data. But string is what? Non-primitive. String is non-primitive data. So non-primitive data type can be used to create the object. So once object is there, it has methods. So this string has a method. I will show which method I will use. I am going to use the system dot out dot println. Okay, in bracket I will call the methods of the string class. String is an object, na? Now string is an object, it has method. That method I am going to call here to how by the name dot, okay, to uppercase. These are all the, once you put the dot operator, these are all the methods. So I want to use the uppercase, this method. To do what? To do name dot to uppercase. Okay. So now after that, terminate with the semicolon. Now what it does, this to uppercase method of this string object will convert this small letters into capital letter. So now let us see, compile this code. So if you compile this code, what happened? Try to understand. Okay. So this is, see, hello world. Hello world is this is the default statement with the which comes with the main string, the main method. After that, this kiss means I have put a string type of data, small letters. Now string is a non-primitive data type, so it has it is an object. So object, string is not object. String string can be used to create the objects. So now once object is there, it has the methods. So that method I have used it with the dot operator. That method called with the name. Name is a variable here. Okay. Variable reference variable. So dot. So string can be used to create the objects, but rest of the data, primitive data type, integer, and your float, char, boolean, they can't be used to create that data type objects. So there is a provision in Java by help of the wrapper classes, the primitive data type can be used to create the objects. The primitive data type can be used as an objects, okay, by wrapper classes. So here, this is the wrapper class. This is the wrapper class. Wrapper class, how wrapper class? See, for integer, small int is what? Your primitive data type. For every primitive data type, there is a that is what your wrapper class. Here, this is integer. First capital letter and then small letter, integer. This is next for bool char. Char is small. This primitive data type is equal to character. This is the wrapper class. For float, float, float. Okay. Float is equal to float. Double is equal to double. Float, double. These are two float, double. Two float is categorized into two floats, float and double float. So its wrapper class is float. Okay, like that. For byte is equal to capital byte. Like, okay. So these are all the wrapper classes. They will be used to create the objects. Means the primitive data types can be used as an objects. Once object is there, it has methods. So see what happened. Now this integer, it is a wrapper class, means integer, int type of data can be used as an object. Okay, now wrapper class I have explained. Now let us come to here. So this integer, there is a array list is it has an object name is num. So by that num object, these are add methods. By that add method I have filled the values. Now let us come. Now what I'm going to do here, now this num means it has one more method. I want to use that method. To within that method I will use the lambda function. So syntax is what? Num, okay, num, then dot for each, for this method I will use. This is for each method. Okay, for each method, in bracket for each method I will use the lambda function. So first lambda function, single parameter means within this function, single parameter I told you that one parameter. So any one argument, single one argument. So this is one argument. Then after, okay, then after token. Lambda function has three components. One is this argument, single argument, and then token. Token means what? This is a token. Then body. Body is what? Body, I told you that in flower braces. So within this statement, system dot out system dot out dot println. Okay. So within this, I want to call this n. I want to call this